One of the best joys since Easter Day was this morning cracking open my scriptures and seeing this gospel. And I'm so sorry, you've heard this a lot, but this is the reading by which I felt called to the priesthood. Such that in one of my Bibles when I was a kid, I circled this passage and wrote, April 10th, 1978, Jesus wants me to be a priest. I totally forgot about that. My mom showed me after I got ordained. She said she didn't want to put pressure on me. But what was 78? That 8-year-old boy had no clue, right? I remember two things caused it. One was just seeing this priest who was our pastor. We were coming out of Mass, and he didn't have that Mass. And he was sitting on his back porch eating a piece of toast and sipping a coffee. And I just remember as a kid thinking, he looks so content, right? And that was actually the first time I remember thinking about it. I'd like to be that content. Of course, because we were coming out of Mass, so I was going to get beat when we got home, sorry, that was a joke. So that 8-year-old boy had no clue what the priesthood was, and the 28-year-old boy who got ordained had no clue what priesthood was. And this 53-year-old basically has no idea what he's doing. But I thank Jesus every day he lets me do it. I'm not kidding. I cried this morning. I was like, I don't know how you got me here, how you snuck me through seminary. But I'm so grateful. And so I guess the first thing I offer is I invite you to be grateful for your vocation, be it marriage or single life or whatever it is. I don't know. But I hope you're grateful. I know there are great challenges and blessings to every vocation. And I know I've told you this before, but people will, oh, thank you for being a priest. Well, thank you for being married. I couldn't do it, right? Some poor woman, right? Thank you. Who laughed? Someone's really laughing. Okay. I am filled with gratitude, and so much of it is because of you. This week, we had meetings about this new dean position. And I remember at one point, I'm starting to write down, right? They have all this, a dean will do this, a dean will do that. And with each one, all I hear is, you'll be at a meeting, you'll be at a meeting, you'll be at a meeting. Jesus save me, yeah? And at one point, I looked, I don't know if any of you know Father Jim Rolfe. He's a ridiculously holy priest. And he was sitting next to me. And I took a pencil and I started writing, and I went, bro, that's 26 meetings a year, right? Beyond the ones. Now, I went to Montrose, but I think my math was all right. I'm like, I counted, that's 26 more meetings a year, right? 26, yeah, and I already have 1 million, right? 2 parishes, so 2 finance councils, 2 of everything, yeah? And I started to feel that weight of what I feel a lot. I'm going to fail. It's just too much. I'm going to fail. And then one of the priests spoke up, and he just said, the Lord will give us everything we need, brothers. And I felt it right in my DNA. I was too fixed on what I think I'm capable of and what's required of me, and I took my eyes off Jesus, who says, just give me everything you have, and I'll take care of the rest. Give me your stupid 5 loaves and 2 fish. And I'll feed 5,000. That is so wonderful. And so as you are grateful, I pray for your vocation. I also pray that we refuse to be intimidated by it. And then instead we just decide, all right, Lord, all I have is 5 loaves and 2 fish, and that is stupid for 5,000 people. But if I give it to you, it's enough. So that's what we'll do. We'll be filled with gratitude for our vocation today. And we're going to give them everything we have, knowing that it won't just be enough, there will be way too much of it. Amen? Okay.